I know there is a lot of noise out there that is telling you that you need to get your shit together, that you need to get to the gym, that you need to get your steps in, your water in. You have to make time for yourself. You have to make sure that your kids are taken care of, make sure your dog is taken care of, make sure your partner is taken care of. If you're single, you need to make sure that you're dating or you're being on the apps. Like, the noise of the shoulds and the haves and the constant inundation we have is deafening. And over the last, I would say 2 months, I have been really intentional about making my phone being the last thing that I pick up in the morning. It is difficult, and today was not a win. And yet, when I look back at the 2 months as a whole, the days that I am not on my phone first thing in the morning, outside of using Insight Timer for my meditation, it's like I get up, I take my dog for a walk, I do my morning meditation. I've added journaling in recently, which has been really nice to kind of just like get whatever thoughts that I woke up with out and leave them there, and then do my meditation. And I just want to offer the shoulds, the haves, the deafening noise that is outside of you is exactly that. Outside of you. And do I think that so many of those things are important? Yeah. Getting your water, making sure you're eating well and nourishing food, and getting enough rest and taking care of yourself. And do I think all of those things are important? Yeah, those are important things. And yet there are days where those things just aren't going to be possible. And before I started this work, the fact that I couldn't get it all done, or I would miss one thing on my laundry list of items that I needed to get done, it would just tear me down. The noise was now no longer just noise of everything else I had to do, but now there was this like inner critic, this inner voice that was saying, well, you didn't get that done, way to freaking go. It's just another reason why you are not where you want to be. It's just another reason that you suck. It's just another reason. And I can just tell you, like, the amount of times where one thing would just backtrack me because I would bully myself, literally bully myself into submission, into depression, into self-hatred, self-loathing. And I don't say those words lightly, and it hasn't been until much recently that I have been able to realize the harshness that I was treating myself with. And it's like, now that there is a bit of separation between me and this voice, this inner critic, I can look at it often, not all the time. Like I said, it's not always a win, but I can look at that voice and I can be like, what are you trying to protect me from? What about this situation, this thing I didn't get done? What is that bringing up in me? What happened in my past that is making me think this, that's activating these voices, this harshness, this critic? And there is no hurrying through this process of like noticing and being able to be in relationship with and understanding that not every day is going to be a win. Like, there's no rushing this process. I wish we could rush this process. I can't even tell you how many times I would talk to my therapist and I would be like, I just want to be done. Can I just be done? Can this just be over? Like, I just want to be to the other side. Like, I remember when I started working with her, I used to tell her all the time, this is me now, and I can see the me I want to be. And yet there's this massive gap between me and her, and I don't know how to fill the gap. And I can say with 100% certainty, I was right. I couldn't feel the gap. I had to just go through the gap for as long as it took. I just had to choose every day a little bit something different. Some days that was choosing not to eat out that day and eat what I had Some days it was going on a walk for 5 minutes because I just had to get out of the house. I knew I couldn't stay in the house. It was like building these micro moments of self-trust that I could trust my body and trust myself to hold whatever came my way. And there is no filling the gap. I desperately wish there was a filling the gap. But all of the best things take time. The most beautiful flowers, the most beautiful trees. The spring can't come without winter. It all takes integration, and there is no timeline for integration. And it will come. It will come if you put one foot in front of the other and just let yourself off the hook for whatever that step looks like. Even if that step is backwards, if you wake up the next day and take another one step forward, if you wake up the next moment, if you choose in the next moment, like who says you have to go to bed? Like if you in that moment are like, I'm just choosing to go step outside and let the sun hit my face today. Great, you win. It's these micro moments. And I think I am so one of those people who just want to leap and see where the pieces fall. But unfortunately, the pieces were me and of my heart, and not being able to trust where I would land is actually safe. So you can't rush the integration, the magic of what's to come, but what you can do is trust that it is every moment that you begin and continue to create these micro moments of self-trust.